So here we have representatives of the utility group, the Poodle Training Club, a little toy poodle. They're just getting themselves lined up, getting their spacing right, making sure everybody's ready. So the calling steward giving them plenty of time there to get themselves ready. No point in rushing this because that just will go horribly wrong. So that turn at the top of the ring is called an about turn. That's where the handler walks away from the dog and the dog has to come round the handler to change direction. So it's a big experience for these dogs to be in this ring at Crufts. It's a very strange atmosphere compared to the heats during the season. Many of the heats are conducted outdoors rather than indoors. But if they're indoors, they'll be in equestrian centres rather than in halls like this. We've got one just a little bit overawed by the whole atmosphere. And a big round of applause for the Poodle team. Well done for keeping going. It's not an easy thing to do. And coming in next, we have the Poodle team. Poodle Training Club. These are our toy poodles, the smallest of the poodle groups. A nice mixture of colours and a nice mixture of haircuts there, Christina.
These grew to popularity in France when the lion cut came into precedence, because the ladies in the salons used to like to decorate them with ribbons tied all through the hair. Very much like an accessory dog that you sometimes see these days. But of course it is a sturdy working dog underneath all that coat. And with some of the cuts, it's there for a purpose. Pouches on the back keep the kidneys warm while it's in water. The huge cut around the chest keeps the heart and lungs warm and working. And the pom-poms on the joints, again, keep them warm while they're in water. The final one, the ribbon in the top knot, identifies the dogs as a particular owner. So if you have 30 dogs working in the water, all the ones, let's say, with the red ribbon belong to one particular person. So the cut does have a purpose. It's not just an aesthetic thing.
That's very interesting. And weren't they originally bred as water retrievers, the poodles?
Yes, yeah. And they're very good at it. Mm. So if you go fishing, take your dog with you.
And just to prove what a great retriever the poodle is, a very nicely performed scent there. And next is the centre bed. They're very active little dogs, aren't they, these poodles?
They are extremely active. They can keep you entertained for hours. And the tail never stops, but I am told you get 6 spare Duracell batteries with every puppy. Other batteries are available.
And again, all these dogs involved in various sports. See quite a lot of poodles in agility. And you can see why. That'll probably be the fastest centre bed this afternoon.
It was almost as if it was on a piece of elastic and just pinged back into the bed.
And obviously really enjoys that exercise. Just goes to prove it's not about sending the dog to bed as a punishment.
No, as I said earlier, it's a little dog, but with a huge sense of humour.
And I think the owners need a sense of humour as well, don't they, Poodle
and
owners?
a bit of stamina, yes.
So on to the stop the dog and play now. So that'll be interesting if it goes as fast as the send to bed dog.
If we start racing them, I'm going to put my money on that one.
And into the sit position. So the handler can choose whether they get the dog to sit, stand or down, it doesn't matter. Or they can just say wait and the dog adopt its own position. And on now to the retrieve exercise. And the exercise finishing with the dog being brought round to the left-hand side of the owner and into the sit position. So no problem at all for this water retrieving breed.
None whatsoever. I think if we're getting peckish, we can have them in the lake opposite. Perhaps they can get us some fish and get somebody to provide us with the chips.
Okay, give them a round of applause then as the Poodle Training Club leave the ring.